Hi, this is Tammy, and welcome to the program. We are so glad you are here. I'm going to go over how the program works and how to take the supplements. And so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen with you all. Let's see. Give me a second. Okay. All right, first I'm going to take you to my page, which is Coach Tammy, Tami .drinfantino.com, Coach Tammy .drinfantino.com. And you're going to find this here. So why you might come to this page is a couple of things. Number one, you're going to go to this turquoise tab here and enter your start date. So that way we know when you're getting started. Also want to let you know that there's recipes in addition to what's in the menu and also a snack list. So that might be very helpful for you. I think that's most everybody's question is, what do I have for snacks? So there's a list there for you. You can also find the manual here. There's the quick start guide, which you can read through. It's just a couple of pages to kind of highlight how to get started, which is kind of what I'm doing here in this video. But you can read about it here in the quick start guide. There's the complete manual, and there's the journal only pages. So let me go to that here, the journal only. And it's really important that you are in these pages on a regular basis. I highly encourage you to track your food. You're not turning it in unless you upgrade to coaching, which you can certainly do. But for you to be able to see how your body's responding to consuming or not consuming certain foods. So, but first I want to start with this box here. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. All right, so this is going to be your supplement box. So as you can see on day one, you're only taking one appetite appeaser in the morning and one at noon. That's it. Now, day two, as you can see, it's a completely different story. So get out a pen and write these three supplements down. Number one is the appetite appeaser. The number two is the digestive enzyme. And number three is the probiotic. And those are the three supplements you can take prior to food. So if the supplement box here is calling for any one of those three supplements, those three supplements are on the before food list. So for example, you get up in the morning, you're getting ready to have your breakfast. You'll take your one appetite appeaser, you'll take your two digestive enzymes, you'll take your two probiotics, and then you will consume your breakfast and then slowly take what's left, all the other ones on that list in the morning, take what's left after you've had your breakfast. I recommend taking them slowly throughout the morning, just because if you take them all at once, it can cause nausea. Not everybody. If you're a busy person and want to get it all done and take them and go, you certainly can. In fact, you can throw them all into a blender with your protein shake and just blend it up and just consume it that way. That's another way you can do it. It does change the flavor. It may be worth it. It may not be worth it. So if taking all those pills isn't your thing, give that a try. But it can change the flavor. Just heads up on that. So you do want to keep your eyeballs on these pages pretty much daily, especially in the beginning, because your supplements are going to change. So if we look at here's day four, but when we get to day five, look what we've done. We've added a whole set of PM supplements. So just be sure to keep your eyeballs on your supplement box. Another reason why you want to keep your eyeballs on these pages too is because they're going to tell you kind of where you're at in the program and when to get ready to do the cleanse. So as you can see on day seven, it's your first day of preparation or prep day, affectionately known as veggie only day. We call it veggie only, but there's other things that you can have. Certainly you can have a couple of shakes on veggie days, and you definitely want to include your healthy fats like avocados, guacamole, the approved salad dressings, which I will go over in a minute, the approved oils, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, the grass-fed butter. Those are all going to help you meet your range. Your calorie range is, for women, it's 1,100 to 1,400. And for the men, it's 12 to 1,500. So you just definitely want to stay in that range, even on veggie only days. The veggies, you can have them cooked, you can have them raw, you can have them in a salad, you can have them in a soup, grilled, steamed, roasted, fried, however you want to have them. Get as many colors of the rainbow. That's where your nutrients are. So definitely have some fun. There's lots of recipes in the back of the book for vegetables only. So that should keep you pretty busy. All right, so keep your eyes on your supplement box. Day 8 is a day 2 of preparation. Same rules apply. But when you get to day 9, as you can see now, that's the first day of your detox. You will be getting these bottles in your kit when it arrives. The recipe is right on the bottle, so you can fill it up. Use fresh squeezed lemon juice. Can't be store-bought. It's pasteurized, so that's a no. Fresh squeezed, but it's the only thing you're making all day because we're no food, not even shakes on these days. Just the lemonade, your water. You can have broth and you can have naturally caffeine-free herbal tea. So general rule is if it's kind of clear, like if the shake is not clear, but the lemonade and tea and broth and water are clear. So that's what you can have on those days. Um, so fresh squeezed lemon juice, 100% pure organic maple syrup, and then distilled water. What I recommend is you sip your lemonade every 15 minutes and then follow it with a good few gulps of water. Rinse your mouth out, rinsing your throat. The lemony drink is very lemony. It's delicious, but it's very lemony. So you want to rinse your mouth and your throat from all that wonderful lemoniness. So when it says water bottle number 1 and water bottle number 2, it's whatever you keep your water in. It really, there's no specific water bottle, just so you know. Also, heads up, check your supplement box. It's bigger for you. Because as you can see, it's changed. There's some things that have been eliminated. Your fiber has been doubled. Your body purifier will increase throughout the detox or lemonade days. So again, it's really important that you keep your eyes on this box each day because it does change daily with your supplements. See now here we're up to 4 body purifiers. So your body purifier does change. You do want to know, you want to keep your eyeballs on these pages because it's going to tell you when you're done with the cleanse. So as you can see, when we get to day 14, it's another transition day, or as we call it, veggie only day, and the same rules apply. I would recommend your first meal coming out of not eating for 5 days is have it something, vegetables that are cooked on the mushy side, a little overcooked, just because your tummy could be very sensitive at this point. But just heads up on that. You can start with a shake. That's nice as well. Also, again, keeping your eye on that supplement box because we're back to the way it was on days 5, 6, 7, and 8. So again, keeping your eyeballs on these pages. So let me take you to some pages in the book that I think are super, super important. Just a heads up. I believe it's page 24 in the book. Here we go. Yeah, page 24 is your list of foods to enjoy. So if you see something on the list that you don't love, you don't have to eat it. But if you like it and it's on the list, you can have that. Lots of green leafies. Please enjoy those. Get as many colors of these vegetables as you possibly can. Just a reminder or heads up, fruit does not come back into your diet until at least 3 weeks. If you're having digestive issues like gas and bloating, just digestive disruptions, You might want to put bringing fruit back until after that second cleanse. So that's just a little heads up. By the way, avocados, lemons, limes, and tomatoes are allowed starting day one. You're going to need those avocados. Those are one of the most nutritious, healthy fats you can consume. So you can have those from day one. There's some proteins, limited grains and legumes and other carbs. Keep in mind they are all limited to a half a cup max per meal, up to 2 meals per day. So if you have a cup at breakfast and a half a cup at lunch, your boxes are both checked for carbs. You're not going to have any more. So beets, lentils, lima beans, peas, brown or wild rice, quinoa, winter squash like butternut or spaghetti squash or acorn squash, yams or sweet potatoes. Half cup max per meal, up to 2 times a day. No more than that. You don't have to have 2 servings, but you can't have more than 2 servings. Your grass-fed butter is good. Eggs are good. The condiments that we recommend, your mayonnaise, your salad dressings, Chosen Foods or Primal Kitchen usually has good ingredients. Always check your ingredient list. We want no sugars, no added sugars. That includes honey. And the only oils in your salad dressing should be avocado or olive oil. If it's any kind of soybean, safflower, sunflower, soybean oil, the worst. Vegetable oil, avoid. So go for olive or avocado oils. Bragg's Aminos is your soy sauce substitute. Broth is good. Sauerkraut is good. There's your healthy oils. Lakanto, your sweeteners. Lakanto sugar-free maple syrup is for all the days except your cleanse or lemonade days. This is just a sugar-free syrup that you can add to anything you would normally add maple syrup to, but it's no sugar added and it's sweet with monk fruit. So it's really, really yummy. You can use it on the protein pancake recipe. Also stevia, monk fruit, and I would even add allulose to this group as well. The 100% pure maple syrup, I would recommend only using that for your lemonade drink, in your lemonade recipe. Let's see, nutritional shakes. Let's see, nuts and seeds. Little reminder, nuts and seeds do not come back until after the second cleanse, after day 30. What's recommended, the best nuts and seeds are macadamias, walnuts, chias, and flax. Other nuts are okay. If you're a vegan, you can ask we can bring those nuts back a little bit sooner, but this is what's recommended. The exception would be coconut milk or coconut cream, which can come back after the first cleanse on day 16. So that's a nice thing that you can make recipes with. You can make creamy sauces, or you can add it to your protein shake for extra creaminess. So there is that. Also be sure, get clear on your foods to avoid list before you go to the grocery store. So just make sure you're clear on what that is. So those are your foods to enjoy or avoid, but you might be asking, well, yeah, but what's for lunch? Well, let me show you. You're going to turn your book to page 57. And this is example menus. So this, do not feel like you have to follow this exactly. You're just going to mix and match. So if the breakfast on day 1 looks good, and the lunch on day 2 looks good, and the dinner on day 4 looks good, try those recipes out there immediately following these pages. So the recipes are there. So if you see confetti salad, it's there in the book. So one thing I do want to let you know is I do recommend that you get at least 4 ounces of your chicken, fish, or seafood at each meal so that you're getting enough protein so that you don't lose muscle throughout this process. You're in a calorie deficit, so we don't want to lose muscle. The best way to do that is to get enough protein. So having some at every meal, plus maybe a little on the snack, is a primo way to do that. Another heads up here, we've got protein shake. we've got snack shake, we've got nutritional shake. It's basically the same thing. So just know that you can have a shake every day if you want to, or a couple of times a week. The more you're having them, the faster you're going to go through it. You can always buy more if you're a shake person, and that saves you and you don't have time to cook all the time, or you're just in a hurry. The shakes come in really, really handy. And again, it's a great source of protein. So there is that. Let me go ahead and take you to the club, the private club, which is if you want to grab your pen, go to drinfantino.club or drinfantino.club. And what you're going to see here is all of the replays of the group calls for the coaching clients. So again, if you wanted to upgrade to coaching and join them live, you absolutely can. But otherwise, I highly encourage you to come and listen to these replays. The information is just so empowering and useful for you to continue to stay on the program. There's mindset strategies, there's kitchen hacks, there's travel tips, there's meal ideas, there's how to figure out macronutrients, how to read labels, all of these different kinds of things you need to know if you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. So I recommend that you go back and binge watch these. There's categories here. So if you need to travel or whatever, or you're just having trouble setting goals, maybe go here. Or you're really interested in how to get a healthier gut or liver, you might go here. So there's categories here, or just the most recent is in the middle. Now for the course, you click on the Learning tab, and it will show you the course. You can go through this at your leisure. There's no rush to get through it. So there's, and you can, go ahead. So if you find yourself getting ready to go to the cleanse and you haven't gotten to module 4 yet, you want to jump ahead and watch the 2 videos in module 4. It's going to remind you how to do it and why you're doing it, because there's a lot of mindset that comes behind not eating for a few days. So that the reasons why might help you stay the course. There's mindset stuff here. Definitely do the writing. Just watching the video isn't going to do anything to change your subconscious mind. So sitting down to do the writing exercise will be helpful for you. Lots of other good information in here. Again, I do go over some of these things in the group calls. So however you want to get your information, but there's plenty of that information here. So hopefully that helps. So just as a reminder, you can go to my page, coachtammy.drinfantino.com. You can find the manual, and also you want to submit your start date. And then drinfantino.club is where you're going to find all the replays of the group calls and the course. So that's where you're going to go to find the course. Also I forgot to mention, in the private group, that's where you can ask your questions, and you would do that right in the center of the, let me share my screen again. I'm just going to do that. Oops, not that. Okay, private group. Sometimes it moves a little slow. Well, all right. So this at the top, you would ask your questions right here, and then that's how I'm going to be able to see your questions and get those answered for you. So hopefully that helps. And I look forward to seeing you in the groups with lots and lots of questions. Have a wonderful day, and I'm really, really glad you're here. Bye for now.